So we're here today to do an eyebrow tutorial. Believe it or not, makeup has been around for centuries. According to research, Egyptians were actually the first to create cosmetics, and then throughout time, makeup has evolved. Especially today in the 21st century, the biggest thing is eyebrows and highlights. Why do eyebrows matter? Because we all make eye contact, and our eyebrows are part of our face, and they frame our face. So we want them to look nice and clean. 5 years ago, I was a sophomore in high school with the interest of makeup, and throughout time, I have practiced and learned. I've practiced on myself as well as others, and with what I've learned, I am here to share with you all today. So let's start off with the materials that we need for our eyebrow tutorial. We will start off with a razor or a tweezer. This is our eyebrow razor. These are our tweezers. So her eyebrows are actually already clean around, but you use the razor or the tweezers to clean up excess hair that's around the eyebrow, so we can have a clean eyebrow when we're filling them in. To use the razor, just be careful towards the top. Just brush down a bit. Have to be very careful. Don't want to cut off any hair that we don't need to. And then when you do towards the bottom, you kind of want to go against the hair so we can get it all out. And then with the tweezers, all you do is just pluck them out. So we're going to start off with our brush. We have our angled dual brush on one end, our spoolie on the other to brush out our eyebrows. So you take that. And then we have a dip or pencil that you can use to fill in your eyebrows. I do not suggest using powder just because it's not as long lasting as it should be. And then you will also need concealer that matches your skin tone. And then you will need a concealer brush as well. Most of them are flat. And then a blending sponge to blend around the eyebrow. So let's begin. We're gonna start off with the brush end of our eyebrow brush. So we're gonna brush up, and then when we get towards the end of the brow, we wanna brush that out. So once we're doing that, we're gonna take our eyebrow dip, we're gonna open it, and then we're gonna put the top angle in there, kind of dip it a little bit, make sure you get some on there. Okay, so you want the angle of the brush to match the line of her eyebrow. You want to start off kind of light, and then once you start going deeper into the brow, you want to go much darker. At the bottom, again, you want the angle of the brush to go with her eyebrow. We're gonna dip again, do a line at the bottom that follows her eyebrow, and then after that, we're gonna fill them in. So once we finish filling in all the eyebrows, we're gonna take our concealer brush and our concealer. And this is a perfect time to fix any mistakes because our concealer is basically like our eraser. So any mistakes that we did, we're about to clean it up. So I don't like to use a lot of concealer. I wouldn't suggest using much just because you want it to blend in with the skin. We don't want to see what you erased. You want it to be nice and clean. So I usually start off at the top, and I just go on the lines of where I did her eyebrow and kind of shape it. So once we're done with the concealer, we don't want to see your eraser. We definitely want to cover that up. So with that, we're going to take our sponge and we're just going to tap. I'm going to use the narrowest end just because the eyebrow isn't very big and there's not much to blend as well. So all you're gonna do is lightly tap around where you have concealer until you no longer see it. So once we're done blending, if you want to go back and brush it out, we can, just to have a finishing touch. So today we did our eyebrow tutorial and we went over the materials that we needed, how to clean up around the eyebrow before you start, as well as how to fill them in and how to end up with the clean, crisp look. So that is the easiest way to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something and are able to use it and teach your friends. And that is all.